Hello, my name is Stefan Holstein. I work as a search engine optimizer in Germany. And today I want to talk to you about what I think is at the moment the most important tool, online tool for getting your search engine optimization done. So you go to Google and you type Google Natural Language, as I did here, and then the first link is the tool. So you go online to that page and you scroll it down and they talk a bit about their services, and then a bit deeper down on the page you come to this text field, try the API. So the API you get in this text field. It's kind of zooming. I'm gonna choose all and click back. So now I've got an empty text field, and in this text field you type in a text, or you better yet copy and paste texts from your web page. So let me type something in here. I'm gonna go put this in. I typed this before. Buy surfboards at our store. Those are great. They are for beginners. And now a sentence about oranges. So, and now we type in this text, or better yet, we pasted a text that we created for our website, and now we hit analyze. And then Google's gonna ask us that if we are robots. I am no robot. It's a capture thing. I say I'm no robot. And then Google does this. So what we got here is, it tells us surfboards, store, beginners, sentence, and oranges. This is what the Google computer him or herself thinks about what this text is about. So this the incredible view, the incredible insight into how the Google machine understanding of your website text look like. And if somebody from Google hears this, please keep this online. I wouldn't know what to do in search engine optimization without this tool. It is super important. Please, if you are with Google, notice that I say please keep this online. This little text box. So what does it do? It reads the text, buy surfboards at our store, blah blah blah, and then it says, first thing, it says surfboards consumer good, and that means the Google computer understood that there's the word surfboards. And then the next thing is store location. The Google computer understood that there is the word store. And the next thing is beginner's person. Google understood that there's the word beginner. So Google understands certain words. And it gives each word a salience. That's surfboards salience 0.95. And what this means is that this text is about surfboards by 59 percentages, like a bit more than half. So this Google computer says this text is about surfboards. And this text is also about store by 24 percentages. It says 0.24. That means 24 percentages because it's of 1 and not of 100. So this is what this tool does. And we can see that Google understands that surfboards is a consumer good and store location and beginners is a person. This is important because you type a text to your website, and the way the Google computer understands this text with this modern text understanding is, from there the Google computer ranks your website for certain things that people search. The search results are dependent on what's actually written on your page, and it's not about what is written on your page, it's about what the Google computer thinks what it's written. So take the text of your website and copy and paste them into this text field, and then let them be analyzed. And you will be surprised what actually the Google computer thinks. And then So your website might look to the Google computer to be about something completely else. So with this result, that means I rank for surfboards. So that's the number one thing to check, what actually your website will really rank for. And you can play around with the text, fiddle around with the text, and see when will the computer think that it's more about surfboards? When will it think that it's more about store? Like, get these things right to get it just the way you want it. So then you see here was the text, then comes the resetting, and then is the entities. The surfboard and the store and the business is called an entity. It's a word Google recognized. So, and then not only a word, just it's a thing. It's not only a word, it's a thing that Google recognized. So then comes sentiment here. You go to sentiment. Now Google tells you how much you like what you're talking about. Like if you say, this is a great thing for this and that, and people were so happy and everybody was excited, then Google analyzes the words like happy and excited and super cool and tells you how much the text speaks about something that is likable. And that is sentiment. If you write a text about somebody you don't like and you write, I don't like this person, he's so bad and he's a scammer and whatnot, then Google will give you a negative sentiment. So uh, I don't actually too much know at which point this comes into play, that Google ranks or don't ranks pages according to how nice they are, but it's a thing that you can see here, and it could be really interesting for you. Let me take a wild guess here. You write, buy our great surfboards. Those are super surfboards that are really amazing. And then somebody into Google types to search, what are the best surfboards? I could imagine that you get a bit of an advantage because best to the Google computer means that something is good, and you write about good surfboards. So I would maybe think about this. This could be an idea where this could be used for the search. So we had the entities, we had the sentiments, then comes the syntax. Syntax is how Google understands the sentence structure itself. It says, buy surfboards at our store. So you see, buy is the verb, is something that you do, and then there's this you see this arrow pointing from buy to surfboards. So the surfboards are that which is bought, and then the buy points with an arrow to add, and the add points to store, and the store has a backwards arrow to our. So this helps Google to understand if somebody types where will there be somebody selling surfboards in their shop. If you type where somebody selling surfboards in your shop and search that in Google, then with all this new technology, Google knows that you are looking for somebody who sells surfboards, and Google can now understand that somebody who sells surfboards could also be expressed with buy surfboards store. So this helps you to understand how the new idea of Google search is about really understanding the sentence. You hear a lot about Google understanding the sentence, and that here is right where you find it. That is how Google understands the sentences. So type in your sentences and learn and understand what this means, that Google understands the sentences on this level. So so that's about that. Those are great. This gives you really a lot of insights. So, and then at the end there's categories, and it tells us what this page is about, or this text is about. It's about hobbies, leisure, water activities, surf, swim, sports, water, sports, and shopping. And Google gives you a confidence. Confidence, of course, probably being how much is this text is really about this. So most important, probably entities, also important sentiment, syntax, really important for you to understand that if you say buy surfboards at our store, that somebody could also search for where can I get good surfboards in a shop, and this will also rank for that. And it's also important for you to understand that that the surfboards are the things that are being bought, and that buying is what people do in your store. Like really get to play around with this to understand what actually your text is saying when you structure the sentence. One sentence does not say the same thing as another sentence for Google, and you can see what Google understands according to this. Because I repeat, this is what the Google computer reads when he reads the text on your page. So this is this absolutely important tool. I say it once again, if somebody from Google is watching, please keep this online because it's so important for the search engine optimization creators to work with your product, the Google search. So I really, really appreciate this thing. That was that. I'm going to link to a video now that will tell you how you can structure a text for your website with understanding all this. I thought about this a long time, and now I structure my sentences and texts for my website to get a better ranking in a certain way. And I tell you exactly in a video that's about like 20 minutes long. I tell you exactly how you can use this how you can use the new Google understanding to structure your text in the new way so that Google can rank them higher and where you want to be ranked. So there's the video, and that's it for this video. Thank you for watching.